Good evening. Namaste to everyone. On behalf of Yoga Scholars PGI MER, I want to say big sorry to all of you because today was some technical issues were occurring. So today we have a guest from Pondicherry, Dr. B. Sondiram. Dr. B. Sondiram is the Director Yogakshem Yoga Therapy Education and Research Institute, Pondicherry. He is conducting yoga therapy, yoga antenatal and postnatal classes on Skype and Zoom to international audience with 40 years of experience in teaching yoga and yoga therapy. 20 years of experience in creating awareness through AIR, TV, international yoga festivals, workshops, seminars, and conferencing. So today he will present his topic. So sir, you are welcome, sir. Please start.
Good evening, everyone. I should thank Dr. Akshay Kumar for giving me a title and accepting me to speak, to address on the title. It is digitalization and meditation. Before we go to the program, I will start with a prayer. வாக்கு உண்டாம், நல்ல மனம் உண்டாம், மாமலரால் நோக்கு உண்டாம், மேனி நுடங்காது, பூக்கொண்டு துப்பார் திருமேனி, தும்பிக்கையான் பாதம், தப்பாமற் சார்வார் தமக்கு. To those who shower the flowers to the feet of Lord Ganesha, it will be given by this Almighty these four things: good communication skill, good heart, the grace of Goddess Lakshmi, and undeteriorating body. Okay, what is digitization? In the olden days, we were transferring our knowledge by word of mouth. From the Vedic period, they will chant, they will keep chanting, generation after generation. It was coming like that. Many languages have come like that only. Tamil is one of the oldest languages still existing. Till now it is being spoken. And later we found the method of writing. Now we are storing, we are giving a separate format in the computers. We use the computers, desktops, we use the tabs, then our mobiles, mobile phones, and e-books. We read, because of this, in the light of COVID-19, people are forced to sit at home, and either they are asked to work from home or work at home. All these things, we spend a lot of time in front of the screen. This causes the strain to the eyes, and if the screens, they emit blue light. It is emitted from the LED. It is something like many lights. They are emitting the LED blue lights. This light goes through the lens of our eyes and they fall on the retina. If you are making our retinas constantly exposed to this blue light emitted by this LEDs, light emitting diodes, we are subjecting the retinas to irreversible damage. And there is one damage that comes because of our aging. That is age related macular degeneration. And it need not be so. Here only yoga comes to help us. We can, with yoga cares, it shares, it empowers us to live without losing the quality of life, lifelong, till our last exhalation. There are so many researchers going on. In the title, I have tried to explain what is digitization. And digitization means if we are not understanding the dangers in using the devices, such devices emitting this light, we will be damaging our eyes. In those days, in the Krishna Shukla Yajurveda, there is one prayer. It's telling, I should be able to see the sun for 100 autumns. I should be able to hear for 100 autumns. They were dreaming in those days. From the olden days, people are the human beings are dreaming. They are aspiring to live for 100 years. Till the 100 years, they don't want to lose the quality of their life. They want to see well. If we have to be like that, then we should think of some constructive distraction. These yogic practices will be something like that. And this research, one of the researchers, one researcher he was a psychologist or some researcher. His name is Roy Pilchard. He has arranged for a device and fixed it on the eye. It will do the work of keeping the image on the retina constantly. Normally, our eyes, the cameras are working like our eyes. They will on the retina, they will keep on replacing new images, so that even if they are shifting at the rate of 20-25 times in a second, the retina gets new images. Then it can pass the message through the optical nerve to the brain. If in this experiment, what they had done is, it will not change. The image will not get changed. It will remain constant. If you keep the image constant, what will happen is, after some time, the image the participant who is undergoing that experiment, who has that instrument fixed on his eye, he will not see any image. It will be like a blank one. After some time, the brain will start putting out alpha waves, which will be linked with the meditative state. Only in the meditative state, this alpha waves will be produced by the brain. When you keep the image stable, and if it is vanishing, then this alpha image is produced. The same effect is simulated when we are doing yogic practices like Trataka. Trataka, in English, it is called central fixation. There are so many Tratakas. All meditations and this type of fixing the gaze on Jyoti Trataka. Jyoti means light. You take at arm's length, at eye level, or slightly below it. If you want to be very precise, you can lit a wick lamp using ghee. Let it be 18 inches, plus or minus 2 inches. To be very precise, let it be 18 inches, not less than that. It should not be less than 16 inches. Let it be at this distance. We have to sit erect, keep the whole body relaxed. Now I am explaining the technique of Jyoti Trataka. Okay, you are keeping a light, that is a wick lamp, using ghee, or the wick we have the flame, and this flame is kept at a distance of 18 inches plus or minus 2 inches. It can be 16 or 20 inches, and you keep the gaze fixed on that flame above the wick. If you take the height of the flame, you fix your gaze at the center of the flame height, and try not to blink. You look straight. The light is almost at eye level, or it can be slightly below the eye level also. Look at that. Keep your gaze fixed on that as long as it is comfortable for you without blinking, and you will see that the tears are coming. And if it is unavoidable, yeah, you close the eyes, relax. And when you are closing, after you close, you can get the after image of this external object. This is Jyoti Trataka. There are so many other Tratakas also, I will tell you. You can look at the sun between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. in the morning, and between 5 and 6 in the evening. Similarly, this is called Chandra Dharana. Dharana is keeping the gaze, concentration. There is Surya Dharana. Chandra Dharana, when the moon is not above 45 degree from the horizon, when it is below 45 degree, you can choose even stars also. If you choose if you choose the stars, that also can be done. See that the stars are not above from the horizon, it is not above 45 degree. So like that, you can do the Surya Dharana, Chandra Dharana. These are all very good. You are getting connected with the nature, and you can do the Nakshatra Dharana also. So far I have explained about the Jyoti Trataka, Surya Dharana, Chandra Dharana, stargazing, and you can have some water, or you can go to some water body, and you can see the image of some lights getting reflected from the surface of the water. You can fix your gaze on the image reflected by the water surface. So this is also a Trataka using the light and water, and you can fix your gaze on the surface of water also. And there is another one, advanced one, that is you can keep your gaze on the right shoulder point. You will look straight. When you are doing these Tratakas, you need not wear the specs. When you want to do the Dakshina Jatru Trataka, you will look straight. You have to try to look at the right shoulder point. When you feel like relaxing, you close the eyes, relax. For the same duration, you can look at the left shoulder point also. Look straight first. Ensure that your head is straight and the total body is kept relaxed. You move the eyeballs alone to fix the gaze at the left shoulder point like this. You can try your best to hold like this for 20 seconds, 30 seconds. There is no thumb rule for that. Before you get any discomfort, you have to close the eyes and relax. This is keeping the gaze on the left shoulder point is Vama Dakshina Jatru. When you are trying to fix at the tip of the nose, it is called Nasikagra Drishti. It is like this. when you are doing this one, when you are getting experience, there won't be any movement in the eyeballs. It will be fixed. It will induce the meditative state in us. And there is one more, that is fixing your gaze at the eyebrow center. That is called Bhrumadhya Drishti. That is Dakshina Jatru Tradaka, Vama Jatru Tradaka, Nasikagra Drishti. Then I am coming to Bhrumadhya Drishti. In some references, it is given as Shanmukhi Mudra. Sorry, Shambhavi Mudra. Shambhavi Mudra. That is, you have to turn the gaze towards that eyebrow center. You see? It is called the Shambhavi Mudra. When you want to come out, you can close the eyes, relax. And you can do this keeping the eyelids, keeping the eyes closed. This one you will not be, it won't be visible. You will be seeing that I am just keeping the eyes closed, but I will be keeping my awareness and eyeballs turned towards this eyebrow center. So like that, so many Tradaka practices are there. Before directly going to these practices, it is better to do the eye movements, like looking straight, doing this up and down movement, and you can make some 8. If you go up and come down, it is consider this as one round. There will be you can do 8 or 10 rounds, and then you can do the horizontal movements. And look straight, it will be like this. Then you will close. Just do 6, 8, something like that. And after that, the diagonal movements like this. Then the other diagonal. Then you will close the eyes, relax. Just for 4 seconds. Then you can make the rotations. Five rounds in the clockwise and 5 rounds in the anti-clockwise direction. Then you will close. And after that, you can blink, keep blinking, eyes wide open, raise your forehead, eyebrows, upper eyelids, then squeeze your eyeballs using the 2 eyelids for 4 seconds, and then you relax. Like that, then even for the inner muscles which work on the lenses, even for these muscles we can give yogic practices, and it will be like this. You have to raise your one of the thumbnails, keep your gaze on the thumbnail, keep it at 8 inches from your eyes at eye level. As you breathe in, you can straighten your arm. As you breathe out, you will bring it closer. So like that, you will be doing 8 or 10 times. And after that, you lower the arm and close the eyes, relax for 4 seconds. Then you can raise the other thumbnail, keep it at 8 inches or 6 inches from your eyes at eye level. Keep the gaze fixed on the thumbnail for 5 seconds. Choose a distant object which is at 10 feet or 20 feet away from your eyes. You look at the distant object, keep the gaze fixed on the distant object for 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, you come to the thumbnail. Here also you remain for 5 seconds. Now, distant object, thumbnail. After doing like this 5 or 5 or 6 rounds, you can shift your gaze as rapidly as you can between the thumbnail and the distant object like this. It will be like this. You can do some 15, 20 rounds like that. While doing this one, once you get the clear image of the object, you have to immediately shift to the other object. And lower the arm, close the eyes. Keeping the eyes closed, you can rub the palms, producing the heat energy. And you can gently place the palms and pass the heat energy to the eyeballs, doing the palming like this. And you lower the arms. Slowly you will be opening your eyes. Like that, first initially we have to do such initial practices before directly going to the Tradaka. Otherwise, when you are trying to retain the positions like this, there will be slight pain in the eye muscles. The eyeballs, if there is any defect, even the eyeballs can be replaced, but it is not so easy to replace the optical nerves. When we do this type of Tradaka, it is doing two works. One is it strengthens the optical nerves and it cleanses. When we do the Surya Dharana or Chandra Dharana, the glands which are here, they are stimulated to secrete the watery substance, and it helps us to kill the microbes. It is cleaning, it is cleansing, it is strengthening. And when you are doing the Tradaka, it is inducing, it is taking you towards the meditative state. That's why in the beginning I was telling you this Tradaka practice is a constructive distraction. If we are not taking care of our eyes, we will not, before we understand that we are that we have allowed our retina to deteriorate. When by the time we realize, we might have lost our eyesight. So let's take care of our eyes. Let's all live joyfully, happily, and yes. Now I am coming to the end of this program. We will finish with the prayer. Thank you so much for the opportunity PJM or MER has given me. Thank you all for your participation. Sarvetra sukhinah santu, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kasyat dukkham apniyat. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May God bless you all.
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing some amazing things about this Tradaka. You told about Dharnas, Nasikagra Mudra, and Bhumadhya Mudra. These were
One second. I'll put that. Is it getting recorded? Is it live now? Is it getting recorded?
Now live, sir.
Yeah. Please be louder, sir. 1 second.
Okay, sir. I just want to thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Welcome. You are asking something.
No, sir. Just I want to thank you to explain these things about eyes. Okay, sir. Namaste, sir.